Welcome to The Secret Diary of a Nail Tech. I'm Dorina. This is episode 3, Dear Diary. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Most people don't agree with me on the topic that I'm going to talk to you about today, but I'm going to share my point of view anyway because it has been working for me for 10, 13 plus years. So, I have never charged for a repair or for a replacement when clients are coming to me, even if it's my own client or somebody who was coming from a different nail tech. First of all, the nails, and doesn't matter what we are talking about. We can talk about gel polish, biop, gel, acrylic, it doesn't matter, should never just pop off or come off or lift or chip or break. Majority of the time, and I would say 90% of the time, if something disaster like this happens, like pops off, lifts around the cuticle area, if it's breaking, if it's peeling off, it's our fault. I mean, the nail tech's fault. You may wonder why. So, because if it comes off, if it lifts around the cuticle area, then the preparation of the natural nail plate wasn't perfect, wasn't correct. If it breaks, it could be multiple reasons. Either the structure wasn't built properly, or we didn't pick the right product to the client's natural nails and her lifestyle, or the length of her nails. But that's why we are nail techs. Sometimes the clients are coming with an idea of what they want, and then when you start talking to them, you realize that what they want, it's not in sync with what they need to have in order to have a long-lasting results. So we are going to have to educate them, we are going to have to talk to them, so we can come to the solution that is going to keep them happy. Obviously, there are, situations when shit hits the fan, and for example, the free edge breaks because there is a long nail and somebody closed the car door on the nail, or a drawer, or some cooking disaster happened in the kitchen, and a knife gets some. Obviously, we nail techs cannot protect our clients from everything, but here is the reason why I don't charge for repair and replacement. If it's my fault, because obviously I sometimes make mistakes, I'm just a human, but if it happens and if it's my fault, then I'm going to make damn sure that I'm going to fix it, and I'm not going to charge the client for my mistakes, especially because it's not enough that she had her nails done once, she paid for it once, a full price. Now she has to come back to me, she has to drive to me, or she has to commute to me. She has to get her nails fixed, and then she has to drive or commute home, and it takes a bunch of time out of her probably already busy schedule. People have a life, they have families, they have work, they have studies, they have, dogs, parents, grocery shopping to do, a lot of things. They don't need for us to create more unnecessary engagement in their life. They are busy enough. Like, look at it this way. I always say this example on my training. So if you are my student, hi, you are already heard that. You are going to go and you buy yourself a microwave. So you bring it home, you are happy with your new microwave, you are cooking, you are warming up things, and you are using it for like a week or two, and then a button falls off. And you're like, what the? Seriously? So what you do is you go back, you make a complaint, and you get a replacement, or get it fixed, or you get your money back. There is absolutely no way you are going to let them make you pay for fixing it that was supposed to working in the first place, right? Why this is so different in the nail industry? The client paid for a full set, for a decent full set, when we promised that it should be good for 3 to 4 weeks, and then in a couple of days or a week and a half even, couple of nails are just popping off. And then are they supposed to pay for it? something that shouldn't come off to begin with? I don't think so. Now, here is a conversation with an actual client. Hi, blah, blah, blah. I had gel nails done last Thursday and I paid €45 for it. 4 have already come off after I was told they would last 3 weeks. Now, that was less than a week later after her appointment. The technician said she could redo them at €3.50 a nail. I'm not happy with them after paying €45. So she paid €45 to get her nails done, and then a week later she should pay €14 extra because the nails that was supposed to last for 3 weeks didn't last. I don't think so. I'm sorry, I do not think so. No, if the nails come off completely, majority of the time it's our fault, and we have to keep the clients happy. And charging an extra €14 because we did a mistake, not sure if it's a good idea. Also, when we are talking about clients, we always have to think about the lifetime value of the client. Sometimes you have to fix a nail here and there because maybe you don't charge an extra euro or €2 or €3 for that particular time, but you keep the client happy, and the clients are going to come back to you for years, every 3 weeks, because they're happy with your service. They are happy that if you make mistakes, you fix them. And the lifetime value of the client is the number what she is going to spend with you in a year when she is coming to you every 3 weeks. That's a huge number. That's a huge number for one client. So if you make a mistake and a nail comes off, do you really have to charge €3 for it? Or you can just say like, no, I'm sorry, it shouldn't have come off. Come on in, let me fix it. Because of the big picture. Now, when we are talking about clients, here's another situation what I think I'm approaching quite differently, and these are the last minute cancellations. So here was another situation. There was a last minute cancellation with one of my colleagues. She's a nail tech already, and the client didn't show up. There was no call. The reason was the kid got sick, and she didn't cancel. She didn't say it. So my colleague had to text her that, hi, you were supposed to be here at 3. Are you coming? What's the story? So the client said that, sorry, kid got sick, on the way to the school, hospital, doctor, GP, I don't know. How would you react to that? Some people would start to give out that, like, you should have canceled. I have to charge you 50% of your treatment because of last minute cancellation, blah, blah, blah. But then again, lifetime value and treating people with kindness and coming from the human perspective. You have to remember that life happens, and sometimes unexpected things happen. And sometimes when these unexpected things are negative and makes you feel anxious, worried, mad, angry, the last thing you want to experience from the client point of view, the last thing what they want to experience is that somebody is giving out to them because they made a mistake, because they out of nowhere got into a situation that they can't handle, or they don't want to handle but they have to handle. Like when out of nowhere the school calls me that my kid is sick and I have to bring him to the hospital. So what I would say is I would probably text her that, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I hope your kid is going to get well soon. I hope you are okay. Please don't stress about your appointment. I will check on you later, see how your baby is, and to see when you will be, like in the mindset of, reschedule. I hope I hope everybody gets well soon. And probably a day or two later, I would send another text to her asking like, hi, I'm thinking of you. How is your baby? I hope she or he is getting better. I hope you are well. Let me know when you need me. If you if you learn how to approach a situation like this with kindness, it always pays off. Ego versus the heart. If you give out to them, you might lose a client and lots of money. They will feel bad and they are going to react from their ego because you give out to them, you attack them, so they will attack back. If you say something like, it would have been nice if you canceled, or, oh, I have to charge you anyway, they probably will come back to you that, I'm sorry, but I have so much in my mind. My kid is literally in the hospital and you're trying to make me feel bad. No, thank you. And they are right. Because yes, our time is valuable. Yes, our time is money. But money cannot be more important, and we can't expect it to be more important than their child health or well-being. And we have to see as what is the priority at the moment. She is stressed, she is worried, she is all over the place. The last thing she needs is a stranger to give out to her. She's probably not going to come back. If you give out to her, she probably is not going to come back. But if you treat her with kindness, that look, I understand your mind must be all over the place. Do not worry about for a second. Let me know when you are ready and I will be here. I hope all goes well for you. I'm thinking of you, sending you hugs, blah, blah, blah. That is going to make her comfortable. She knows. They know that it's an appointment. They know that your time is valuable. They know that your time is money. They are going to appreciate your approach. And you maybe you have lost 40, 50, 60 euro or pounds or dollars that day, but you probably gained a client that is going to come back to you every 3-4 weeks for years and years to come. And that's the big picture. I, for example, also had clients that were coming in because they were going somewhere else and it was a complete stranger, saw that it's a nail salon, came in. I'm so sorry, one of my nail broke. Is there any chance that you can fit me in to fix that? Because I can't go back to my nail tech. Yes, no problem. Come in, I fix it. I tell her, how am I going to fix it? I tell her that it shouldn't come off. It's 1 or 2 nails. It happened multiple times. And remind you, this is not my client. She is a complete stranger at the time, walked through my door asking for a single nail to be fixed. I call her in, we have a chat, I fix her nails, and when it's time to pay, I tell her, no, don't worry about it, go have fun on the wedding, have fun on the birthday, have fun on the holiday, whatever the reason was that she needed it to be fixed immediately. Every time I did that I fixed the nail for a complete stranger, they became my clients, and they are coming ever since. And the lifetime value is a lot each year because they trust me. They know that they can count on me, and I'm not going to go into a €2, €3 talks. It's a nail. It's a 10 minutes job. I can do it in part of my lunch break, and I'm happy to do it to keep them happy. We are working with people. We are working with people with feelings and kindness. So I cannot wait to see who is going to disagree with me on that topic. You can also please let me know if this episode inspired you or made you think or rethink how you do things. I cannot wait for your feedback. And I will see you in next week's episode, which I promise is going to be saucy. And yes, have a lovely week.